Alright, welcome back guys to another video. Today we're doing a recap of the trades I took today. And just want to shout out my boy Leo for this idea. Didn't realize you can go in replay mode, so that's what we're doing. Started in the charts at around 9 o'clock. Kind of in this this little gap in this 1 hour in the 30 minutes. So I noticed that overall bias was longs. Been pushing up, broke through this in the 1 hour. You know, it just kept pushing up. Then we tapped into the 1 hour, so I expected a little pullback into this London low right here, which we did take. I set up my liquidity grabs, so my TP. So these are the trades I took right here, and I'm about to show how I took them. We go over to 9:30. So market open, started pushing up, still respecting this 30-minute fair value gap. We did, I think, push above. No. So we broke below. And just ranging, still staying between in the little dealing range here. So just waiting for a little pullback, which did end up doing. Formed inversion right here. 1 minute fair value gap. And then this is where I saw my opportunity. We're about to hit London low right here. Swept right there. And then this is where I entered right there. So I entered as it was going up right here. Or no, right here. Entered right here. Hit my I didn't have a TP, like a take profit, because I was trying to trade on like using trade of it. Since I have 2 evals, I'm trying to copy trade them. So I just bought 3 contracts here. I did 1-to-1 risk to reward. So it ended up going in my favor. So, you know, I got the quick profits. And then, you know, kept pushing up. I mean, could have held here, which was, I think, previous high. It was one of the previous session highs. So, didn't really stick to the plan per se, but I was content with the profits. And then here I bought again. So I bought more contracts, you know, expecting push up to London high, or even I think there's another target that I had. It was, I think, look, if I turn this on, yeah, so that was probably the only good target I had right there. Go back to the 1 minute. So I bought right here, and then I went break even immediately, or not immediately. I know I held a little bit, and then I think I went break even right there. So that was kind of a pointless, not per se pointless trade, but you know, break even. So I wanted to get in back again. So I saw this inversion again, another inversion. So that's the only reason I took it right here. It's because I saw the inversion. We were respecting. We took the London low. Swept the 1 hour fair value gap. Didn't even touch the 50%. And then here I entered again at this right here, at the 29213, and then it was pushing. I set up my TP after it, so like it was right here, and I set my TP1. So then it came back down. I got one partial, and then it took me out of break even right there. And then I think my full TP was right here. I had another. I didn't cancel the sell limit. So then what ended up happening was it sold right here. So it put me in shorts, and it went up 90 points, 100 points. So thank God I noticed that. And so I sold like around, let me see. I think that's what this is where I sold. Around this right here. Right there. So I ended up making profit regardless. So let me see. So today was a pretty good trading day. I think next time what I need to work on is actually sticking to the plan, letting my winners run. Because I could have. This is the one trade, which was my first trade. The first trade that I could have let run to full TP. What just happened? Yep. So this was honestly, how do you say it? I think this was a pretty good trade. I waited until 10 o'clock. So, I stayed patient. I was analyzing the charts while I was working in the gym. And, it's not a busy place, but it gets pretty, occupied in there. So I'm glad I managed the trades well. Psychology too. Going break even. But I think the next thing to work on is limiting the trades. Honestly, this could have went to full TP, which is 100 points. It would have been done in 2 minutes, but content with what I made. Here's what I made. I made 500 on this account, and then 300 on the other account. So not a bad start. They'll have to recover this one account. Still in negative profit. So I'll see you. That's pretty much it for the recap. This is what I exactly took. I didn't take the picture of when it put the sell limit, where it took at the sell limit, but entered here, exited here, and then I pushed all the way to the original full TP that I had. but trading on the trade of it is kind of difficult managing it. Still trying to get the rhythm of it. And then this is where I bought. It went down. I didn't sell. I held, but I let it run up again. I bought right here. It came back down here. Hit the buy, and then it went up and back down to the break even. And then that's what I bought again. And then it's a pretty good high probability for longs, which is something I'm glad I could see. So that was it for the training session. I think that's it for the video, for the recap. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to check out my social medias. Make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I'll have the links in the video. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.